Welcome to Code Crack with Raghu. Today we are going to see a maximum product subarray problem, which is Leetcode 152. So, what if the subarray with maximum product includes a negative number or even multiple negatives? Today we break down one of the trickiest problem on Leetcode, maximum product subarray. Problem number is 152. Let's go. This is the problem statement. Given an integer array nums, find a contiguous subarray within an array that has a largest product and return that product. So this is the problem statement, and this is example 1. And input nums array. From this nums array we need to find out the largest product. The output is 6. Here the explanations, multiplication of this 2 will give the largest product 6. Now I will open the Leetcode. Now I will open the Visual Studio Code and I will explain how the output came from this input, and then what are the approaches we have and what is the optimal solution. Okay, so I opened Visual Studio Code and created the file Leetcode. Okay, 152. So problem explanation, this is already done, and input and output explanation currently we need to do. So I kept this in progress, and this is our input. This is our input and output. So from this numbers array, how we are getting this output 6? So we are going to see. Usually how we will do, like we have an array, we need to calculate the largest product from that array. Usually how we will do, we need to keep two loops, nested loops. First loop will be our first loop will take take a 2 and going to create a product with all the other elements and check which, and at each step, right, I am going to check this product, this is a max product or not. So this is our usual data. So I will explain how that approach will work. Okay, let's say for this we need to declare declare the I value. I value is equal to 0. So first loop, this is a first loop, we are main loop. So inside this we are going to create a nested loop, that is child loop from the main loop. So here the I value will be, the j value will be the equivalent to I value. So what is the I value? Which is equal to 0. So we take this one, this is index, and you are going to keep inside. For this index we are doing, need to do the calculation, right, the product value, everything. So I'm going to declare the initial, like I'm going to initialize the product equal to 1. So default value I kept this value as 1. So we need to calculate the max product. First we don't know what is the max product, so I kept the least value, which is minus infinity. It's the least value, so I kept a very least value here. And here we are going to do a every place, how we are, like in every iteration, how we calculate the product and max product. So here I did for the index. So index is done. So the next one, that is product calculation. Product equal to, one is the initial product, what we are kept, right, the product multiplication of the nums of j. Okay, nums of j. So this will give the product. We need to find the max product. So max product is equal to how we can find the max product? From the product which is max we need to find. So we need to check that current product. So at every iteration, right, the current product is maximum now, you need to assign that product to max product. Else now the default whatever the previous max product is there, right, we need to keep. So for this we are comparing here whether the current product and max product which is maximum, it will assign to the max product. So this is the calculation. I am going to do it for index 2, index 0. 0 means value will be 2. So here the product value you need to update now. Product multiplication of nums of j. What is the product value? It is 1. We are declaring, right, here initializing 1, right. So 1 multiplication of, what is the nums of j? Nums of j will be 2. So it will be 2. So 1 2, 1 multiplication of 2, it is 2. So here you need to keep for max product. Max of, here it will be 2 comma max product value will be initial value will be minus infinity. So we are checking anything with a minus infinity, it won't be a like minus infinity is a very least value. So the max of 2 comma minus infinity is equal to 2. So what is the max product now? 2. Okay, and our product is now 2. So both are 2. Now the next step calculation we are going, like next iteration. Now the j value is equal to, it will be incremented, right. So j is currently 0, it will be incremented to 3. Like the index will be 1, and for the index 1 the value will be 3. Okay, so the index is 2. For this, what is the value? I can mention the value also here. So for else we will be confused. So value I am taking here, it will be 3. Okay, so value will be 3. So if the value will be 3, then what is the calculation here? So product star nums of j, product value will be 2 current, because it is updated here as 2, right? So 2 multiplication of what is the value, current value here, it will be 3. So 3 equal to 3 to the 6. So here we are going to check a max product value. Max will be now 2 comma 6, which is a max one. 6 is a max one. So max product is updated to 6. Okay, now we are going for the next value. Copy, paste it here. Now the index is 3, the value is minus 2, and the product is 6 minus 2, it will be minus 12. 6 into minus 2, minus plus minus minus 6 to the 12. So we are minus 12. So here we are going to check. Here we are going to check 6. The max product, already the previous max product is 6. Okay, and the current value we calculated, the product value is minus 12. So which is a max value here? 6 is a max one, because minus 12 is the least value. So we updated to 6. So we are going for a next one. So here I am going to take next index, which is index value will be 4. So for this, what is the okay, sorry, here the index value will be for here it will be 1, it will be 2, and here it will be 3. So because it start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 indexes. So this is 0th index and this is first index. The value will be 3, but the index is 1. Here the index will be 2 and index will be 3. So we updated. Okay, the value will be for the last index of 3, right? Which the value will be 4. So updated to 4. Now the product calculation equal to product. What is the product? Already it will be minus 12. So we need to update minus 12, and then nums of will be 4. So it will be 4 minus into plus, it will be minus, and the value 4 2s are 8, 1 4s are 4, 48, minus 48. Okay, so here we are going to check minus 48 or 6. So it will be 6. Default, the max value will be 6. So this is also done. Now for 0th index of the main loop, we have done the calculation, and the max product value will be 6. Now we need to check for the 3, and and the next iteration will be minus 2, and for 4. So we need to repeat. So I am taking all these things. The max product declaration, you need to keep it at top. Okay, that is the initial declaration. Once the iteration is completed, now you need no need to update this value, but each iteration you need to initialize the product as 1 minimum value. Okay, okay, fine. Then I will copy these things, the first 2 things. Okay, this will repeat for the next iteration also. So this is for next iteration. Now the I value is incremented. Now the I value is equal to 1, and the product is same. It will be reset to 1, and we need to do the iteration now. The same, it won't start from now 0, because 0 we are completed. Now the I value is equal to 1. So the J value also start from 1. So we can copy these things. Okay, we can copy this and place it here, and we can check now. Now the I value is start from 1, and the values will be the index values and values will be same, but the product calculation we need to do say fresh, because now the product value is 1. Okay, 1 into 3, it will be 3. Here's 3 is max or 6, so it will be already 6. 6 is a maximum number. So again here the value will be minus product the value will be 3 minus 2 equal to minus 6. So here minus 6 or plus 6 maximum, plus 6 is a maximum. The next value here, it will be product value will be minus 6, and here will be 4. 6 4 is 24, minus into plus, so minus 24. We'll be going to check whether the minus 24 is max or 6. 6 is a maximum. So for this index equal to 1, right? Still now the 6 is a maximum number. Okay, now we need to repeat it for the next iteration also. So you can copy everything, and we need to remove index of I value in the J. Okay, we need to remove that this J value, J value alone, first row. So remaining we need to keep the same, and the index of I is now incremented to 2. Now for this 2, what is the change? Now the product is reset to 1, so I am going to reset to 1. 1 is a product multiplication here, so it will be minus 2, minus 2 or plus 6, minus plus 6 is a maximum number. Then here it will be minus 2, next iteration it will be minus 2, multiplication of this value is 4. So 4 2s are 8, minus 8. So plus and minus minus, so minus 8. we are going to check which is maximum, minus 8 or 6. It is 6. So we are done here. This iteration is also done. Till now the max product is 6 only. So the same repeat for one more iteration. It's a last iteration for last index, because I is equal to 3. I is equal to 3 means it will be 4. It will current number is 4, and we need to check only j is equal to 3. That only we need to check, because I is equal to 3. So j is equal to 3 and the value will be 4, and the product is reset to 1. So 1 into 4, it will be 4. So max product will be 4 comma 6. 4 comma 6, which is max. 6 is a maximum number. So we got our output as 6. So this what we are going to do. This what it will run. Okay. Now we got the output as 6, right? So we got it. So how to do it programmatically? I will explain. Okay. We need to write a function. Okay. Function max. Okay. Max product. I will say brute force, or else we will keep like this. Leetcode 152 brute force approach. Okay. So before that, I need to say, like, you are going with, this is done now. Input and output explanation, right? This is done now, and I am going to do the approaches walkthrough. Here the approaches, we have two approaches. One is brute force. Currently I am explained, right? Like this, we are coding now. It will be a brute force approach. So for this, we need to calculate the space and time complexity. So time and space complexity. Okay. And we have one more approach. One more approach is dynamic programming, which has a we will be using Kadane variant. So dynamic programming will be using Kadane. Okay, Kadane algo. So this is also one. This is a one more approach. So we need to check which is an optimal one. Okay. From here, this is approach workloads. So now we are going for brute force. So currently we are going in this phase. Okay. I kept us in progress. So I will do the programmatically. Okay. Okay, fine. Now I am declaring the num size. I will copy the array. So currently this is our array, input array. So I placed here, and I am passing the same here. And here from the algorithm, whatever we gone through, right, the same only I am going to do it as a programmatically. So you need to initialize the product equal to 1. First we need to initialize the max product equal to minus infinity. So I am initializing max product equal to minus infinity, which is the least value. Then what we need to do, we need to do a loop, that is a main loop for I. Okay, and inside that you need to declare a value as product equal to 1, and you need to create a inner loop. Okay, now I am going to create a main loop. Inside here I am going to keep a inner loop. Before keeping the inner loop, we need to initialize the product as product equal to 1. So I am creating a main loop now. Okay, let I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot length I plus plus. So here I am going to keep a for j, let j is equal to I. Okay, that is our concept. J is equal to I, j less than nums dot length j plus plus. Okay, this is also done. Now we need to find a product. Okay, product equal to nums of j star product. So I kept as here multiplication, and I kept as nums of j. Okay, so it will be multiplied with the product value. Then one more thing, we need to calculate the max product. Max product is equal to math dot max of product comma max product. So you can see here, right, it is the same thing we are doing here, this one and this one. Okay, now I am going to return the max product. Okay, fine. I am going to print console log and check how this is working. Okay, this is a brute force approach. So I just kept as BF, and I am just calculating Leetcode brute force approach of nums I am passing. Okay, now the output needs to be 6. We will check here. You are seeing here, right? Now the output is 6. Okay, we got the output. So we converted the whole our approach into brute force. But here what is the issue now? We will be having the time complexity will be order of, here is order of 1, order of n, and here is also one order of n. So order of n plus this one is order of inside we have one order of n. So it will be order of n power 2. So the time complexity here, the brute force approach we are done now, and the time complexity will be order of n power 2. Okay, so how we need to try to do it in order of n, which means one iteration. Now we are having loop inside loop, right? Nested loop, right? Instead of nested loop, we need to keep it in a loop, single loop, a single pass. That is our optimal solution, that we can done it through dynamic programming, through Kadane variant. Okay, now we are going to see a optimal solution using dynamic programming, that is Kadane variant. Okay, for this I am taking this array because it's very small, so for easy understanding I am taken this array. Later we will check with this array also. Okay, once our solution is proposed, we can use this array also and verify the output. So for this array, now we are going to use a dynamic programming Kadane approach. So for Kadane algorithm, right? For this, what we are going to do, we have only 3 elements in an array. For this approach, right? We need to use 3 things. One is our max product so far. Max product so far, it's one value. Okay, then one more value you need to keep, that is min product so far, and one more value you need to keep is our current number. Okay, current product. So uh, let me explain this approach. Okay, one by one. So here we are going to keep only one loop. So I will be adding I is equal to 0 and value is equal to, what is the value? It will be -2, and one more yeah, I value 0, I value 1, then I value 2. Here it will be 3, and here it will be -4. So here the calculation, what we need to calculate in every stage, right? We need to calculate 2 things. One is max result and min result, and the last one is result. Okay, max product, min product, and the result. You can take first you are going to go for the first loop, right? Then the max, min, this result. So we are keeping a default value of all these 3. I am keeping a default value of first value for all these 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. I am just assigning this -2 like first value, whatever the things in the array, right? That first value I am going to assign to max product, min product, and result. Now we are going to do a calculation. This calculation will return the end result, which is the maximum product. Okay, so for this, what is the how we need to calculate these things like max product so far? So I will write a max product so far, just to mention. Okay, we will max product so far. Okay, so for this only one you need to check, that is nums of I. For this iteration, right? We already taken the value 0, so we no need to check with iteration 1. This is not needed. Okay, not needed, because we already taken the initial value only for all these 3. So this is not needed. Here only it will go. So max product so far has a like max of 2 things. One is our current product, not this number, nums of number, right? This one, nums of I, comma, you need to multiply and check the max value. Where we need to multiply, to what number we need to multiply? Max product so far we have, right? With this you need to multiply nums of I. We are going to take this one and we are going to multiply with this one. So whatever the result we are getting, right, that will be the max value you need to assign. And you have one more thing, that is minimum product so far and result. So the minimum product so far is also same. Whatever we did, right, it will be a same only. There is no change in this, but we are calculating the minimum product, right? So we need to keep this value as minimum value. Whatever the value is minimum, we are assigning to minimum product so far. Okay, now we are done with 2 things. And one more thing, result I mentioned here. So we need to write a calculation for result also. Result equal to the same. You are having max product so far, right? Now we need to check which one is maximum. Already whatever the result we have, that is maximum, or minimum product so far is maximum. So this is just a simple calculation. What is the max product so far? We are going to compare. So it will be taking too much of space here, right? So let me break down one by one. Okay, max product so far, then min product so far, then result. Okay, you just to see the calculation. Now we are easy to see here, everything here only, right? So for 3 we need to keep 3 things. One is max product so far. Okay, first I am doing the max product so far calculation. We no need, so we are going to take the direct second value here. Max of nums of I will be now second value 3, comma 3 multiplication of what is the max product so far value? It is minus 2 because the index of 0 we are taken. So minus 2. So what is the value? Max of 3 comma minus 6. 3 2s are 6 minus 6 plus minus multiplication. So minus 3 2s are 6. So the max value will be, what is the max value? 3. 3 minus 6, which is maximum. 3 is a maximum value. So we need to calculate the same thing for minimum value, minimum product so far. So before this, we have one calculation that I will explain. Once the negative value came now, then I will explain. Then you will understand what I am trying to do. This is minimum product so far. Min. So what is the value? This will be 3. Yeah, correct. And this will be 3 star minimum product so far. This is also minus 2 because we are initializing with everything with minus 2. So the same value, but here we are mentioning min. Okay, minimum of 3 minus 6. Then minus 6 is the value. Now we are getting a negative number. This is a positive number. Okay, first thing is positive number. If we are getting a negative number, we need to do one thing, that is swapping. Why we need to do? I will explain. Swap of max product so far with swap max product so far and min product so far. Okay, why we need to swap this? Because this is a negative value. So max product is having the positive value. If we are multiplying with this, right? So what will happen? What will happen? I will get a negative number again. So max product will be negative, and here it will be minus, and here is also minus. Minus into minus plus. So min product will be positive. So we know if we are getting that right, our calculation will mess up. So for this, we are going to swap, right? If we are going to swap now, like the max product so far is equal to, currently it is 3, and the min product so far is equal to, currently it will be minus 6. Okay, now we need to, what we need to do? We need to do a swapping. Now we need to do a swapping. So after swapping, we need to see what is the result. Swap max product so far. So if we are going to swap, so minus 6 is for max product so far, and min product so far is now equal to 3. So now we need to repeat the same logic. Okay, max product so far and min product so far we are going to calculate. Here what is the value? Minus 4. Minus 4, and here minus 4. Here is also minus 4, and I will update. Here is also minus 4. Here is also minus 4. So what is the max product so far value? It is minus 6. So I am taking minus 6 here. Here what is the min product so far value? It is 3. So I am taking 3 here. So if I multiply this, right, this will be minus 4, and minus into minus plus. So plus 5 4 are 20, 6 4 are 24. So which is a maximum value? 24. So max will be getting 24. Now the minimum value. If you are getting the minimum value, right, minus 4, and here it will be minus 12. So minus 4 minus 12. So which is maximum? Minus 12. So we have one more thing. That is result. I forgot to mention, right? What is this result? Every stage we need to check whether result. So I will check for this above one also. Result is equal to max of, which is the result? Result now, what is the initial value we kept? 0, which means minus 2. Minus 2 comma, we are going to check with the max product. What is the max product value? Max product value will be here 3. So 3 comma minus 2, which is maximum, which will be 3. So here the same thing you need to do. So here we need to do the same thing. So compared to here, right, this is minus okay, what result? Okay, what is the previous result? It will be 3, and here what is the max product value, which is 24. So our answer is 24. Max of 3 comma 24, which is 24. So I will write the code now. I have done this all the things. Now what is the result? As per our approach, 24 is the result, which is a single iteration. You can see, right, I am taking only single iteration, and I am done with the things. Now I am going to write a code for this one. Const Leetcode 152, which is an optimal solution, equal to for the above thing. Leetcode 152. What is the approach? Optimal approach we are going to try. So here we need to initialize three values. One is max product so far is equal to nums 1 of it will be 0. Okay, the same we need to check for min product so far, and the same we need to check for result. Okay, is nums of 1. Now what we need to do, we need to create a loop. Okay, for loop, let I is equal to 1 because I starts with 1. Okay, then I will be less than nums of 1 dot length, then I plus plus. So here we need to calculate two things. One is if the value is the current value, we need to take the current value first. Let current value is equal to nums 1 of I. So this is, we have taken the current value. You need to check if the current value is less than 0, when it is a negative value. For this, what we need to do, we need to swap the values max and min product. So far we need to swap those two things. So I am swapping now. So this is the swapping logic. Okay, so max product so far, so swapping is done. Now I need to calculate the values. Max product so far is equal to math dot max of, one is current value comma current value star, which will be max product so far. So we need to calculate the same for min product so far. Min product so far, and here it will be minimum value, and here it will be min product so far. So our logic is done, and we are going to write it here. It is the result will be math dot max of, one is current not a current value, it is result. Okay, result comma max product so far. So we are returning the result. I am going to print this value. Console dot log of, it's an optimal approach, so OP, and I'm keeping lead code on optimal. I'm pausing nums 1. Okay, so we are done. See, so far here we will check now. You got it right. Now we got our optimal approach 24. Whatever the result we verified, that is also we verified, and for nums also already we verified. If we given this for nums, right, we will get that answer. So this will give the nums array result. Now I remove and I will show you again. If I run, right, we'll be getting 6 and 6 here and there. So fine, our solution is working fine. Here the last also we are done. So what is the time complexity? We are using a single loop, so it will be order of n. So I am not speaking about space complexity because we are not using any data structure here. So it will be so it is obviously space will be order of n, order of 1 only. Okay, we didn't use any data structure for both brute force and here this one also brute force and our optimal also. Both the places we didn't use any data structure for space. So I will be mention order of 1, but the space, this is order of n power 2, and this is for time it is order of n power 2, and here it is order of 1. Order of not 1, here it is order of n. Okay, now the dynamic programming approach will give order of n, and brute force will give order of n power 2. So the optimal solution is dynamic programming. Okay, so we are done with the approach. Now we are going to verify whatever we written here, right? We need to verify. I'm going to open Leetcode here. Yeah, okay, I open Leetcode, and here I'm going to add our result. Okay, add our result, and I'm going to run the code. So all these things are success. You are seeing, right, expected output is come for both the things. So I'm going to submit this answer. So all the test cases are passed, 190 test cases are passed. So we are done with the solution. Thank you guys. This is one of the most important interview question. So you guys can prepare on this, and like, comment, and subscribe for more Leetcode videos. And I need your comments, like what is my next problem. You can mention in the comment what I need to solve in the next video. You can mention it in your comment, so I will take it and solve. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.